You know why I'm so kind of blown away by your career? It's not only the music, it's like the film industry. I think like 9 to 5.
I'd never even seen a movie made till then, and I'm sure you know the story of how I memorized the whole script like it was a play. I didn't know,
Yeah.
but it helped me though because I was way ahead of the game. I had been offered movies before that, but I didn't want to do it. And then when Jane came to me with that idea, I thought, well, Jane Fonda's a really big star, and so was Lily. I thought, well, if it's a hit, then I can just bask in the glory with them. And if it's a failure, I can just blame it on them. Nobody knows me that well.
Did you hold off doing movies because you said, "Look, I've got a great singing career. I've got lots of goodwill out there. If I'm in some crap movie, I'll be a laughing stock." So there's some fear in it, right? The holding you back?
No, it wasn't even that. I just wasn't interested at that time because nothing good enough had come along to make me think that I would be willing to give up my music and my touring and all that. Jane just said, "You just be yourself, and then, all you really got to know is, where your marks are, hit your lights, hit your marks, and all that." So it wasn't hard to be myself, and I thought that little character was so me that I didn't have to act. Really, I just performed, and I got to write the theme song for it, and become famous for that as well as the movie being such a big hit. And that thing just lives on and on. I eventually
Oh my
later went on and wrote a musical, the
Yeah.
Broadway musical, the music for that.
That was some theme song.
Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a
Catchy damn tune.
You know that I wrote that song, with my nails, like
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah,
How do you do
but
that?
I did it like a typewriter.
In other words, you're sitting in your I don't know where. Where were you sitting? Waiting around on a movie set?
I was so uh, starstruck being, just watching how a movie is made. Even if I wasn't in the scene, I was there every day because I wanted to watch it. So I would just be watching what the other girls were doing, what the scenes were, and I would just be thinking, like working 9 to 5, and I would watch whatever was going on, and I would just be like, because I couldn't get a guitar out on the set, so I would just kind of, you got to have acrylic nails to make that real percussive sound, but I thought it sounded like a typewriter. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living, barely. Then I would write verses, I'd write things, and then I'd go back to my hotel at night and get my guitar out, and then I'd put it down on tape. And I wrote it over a period of weeks, the whole song before I actually sat down and then just assembled it and put it all together. But I thought that sounded like a typewriter, and I actually played my nails on the thing. I was working with a guy named Greg Perry who produced the 9 to 5 song, and he's now going to be arranging a lot of the music for my Broadway musical that I'm going to be doing next year. So I thought life just kind of goes around it. 40 years since that happened. And now that I'm going to actually be working with him again. But he's the one that got that typewriter out and thought, well, your nails sound like a typewriter, so let's just use a typewriter to actually start the actual song. And so he said when we got ready to record it, he said, let's just put you on it, Nails by Dolly, just for fun. So it was great.